Hey everyone, and welcome to another video in the XDC report, where we will be going through the latest news and updates in XDC's engineering. My name is Atharva Chandratre, and I'll be your host for this web series. In this video, we will be talking about XDCSwaps, a decentralized exchange built on the XDC network. So first of all, let's start with the most basic question. What is a swap? So token swaps are a simple way to trade one cryptocurrency token for another. It's what you will call a DEX, which is a decentralized exchange. The vast majority of crypto trading takes place on centralized exchanges such as Coinbase or Binance. These platforms are governed by a single authority, which is a company that operates the exchange, requiring users to place funds in their control and use a traditional order book system to facilitate trading. In order to make a successful trade using this system, a buy order has to be matched with a sell order on the opposite side of the order book for the same amount and price of the asset. What that means is, let's say you want to sell one Bitcoin at a price of $33,000 on a centralized exchange. Then you need to wait for the buyer to appear on the other side for the order book who's looking to buy the amount you want to sell at the same or higher amount. The main problem with this system is liquidity, which in this context refers to the depth and number of orders that are on the order book at any given time. If there's low liquidity, it means traders may not be able to fill their buy or sell orders. This is something that is often seen on decentralized exchanges. A token swap is a completely different type of exchange that is fully decentralized, meaning that it isn't operated or owned by a single entity. It uses a relatively new type of trading model called an automated liquidity protocol. Also, because it's decentralized, it means users maintain control of their funds at all times. This is in contrast to a centralized exchange that requires traders to give up control of their private keys so that orders can be logged on an internal database rather than be executed directly on the blockchain, which is more time consuming and expensive. By retaining control of private keys, it eliminates the risk of losing assets if the exchange is ever hacked. For the end users, swapping is extremely intuitive. A user just has to pick an input token and an output token. They specify the input amount, and the protocol calculates how much of the output token they'll receive. Then the execution is done with one click, where the output token is received in the user's wallet immediately. XDCSwaps is XDC's decentralized exchange to swap between different tokens in the XDC ecosystem. XDCSwaps uses an automated market maker as its model. This means you can trade digital assets on the platform, and there isn't an order book where match trades happen with somebody else. Instead, you trade against a liquidity pool, and these pools are filled with other users' funds. They deposit them into the pool and receive liquidity for providing the tokens in return. They can use those tokens to reclaim their share plus a portion of the trading fees. So in short, you can trade XRC20 tokens or add liquidity to earn rewards. For example, you can look at various liquidity pools like the XDC and the BLKZ protocol. So BLKZ stands for the Blocks Works protocol, and you can trade between XDC and BLKZ, or you can contribute to the liquidity pool for that. So now let's look at a little demo on how the XDCSwaps website works. So in order to access the XDCSwaps website, you can go to Google and type in XDCSwaps. After entering, you'll see the first link, which goes to xdcswaps.com. Clicking on that takes you to this landing page, and this will help you launch the actual XDCSwaps app. So clicking on the launch app button in the top right corner, you will be able to go to this website. So now that we are on this website, we can look at a few things. First of all, we're at the home page, and we can see the total value locked in US dollars. That's the amount of money that has been locked in the current farms and all of the pools on the XDCSwaps website, which is $77,597, which is quite a large sum of money. Then on the left, we can see a few options which we can use in order to do whatever transactions we want on this website. The first thing is we can go to the swap website, and the swap allows us to basically convert XDC into any other currency of our choice. So if we want to convert XDC to, let's say, BLKZ, Then clicking on that allows us to calculate that. Now, if I were to unlock my wallet and connect it, then I would be able to see all of the transactions and how much I would get for each thing. So if I were to give, let's say, 100 XDC, I would get some amount of BLKZ. Clicking on transfer after that would create the swap, actually create that transaction onto the XDC blockchain, and give me the BLKZ in my wallet, which I have connected to this website. Another option is to add pool. This allows us to create our own liquidity pool by clicking on this add liquidity button. And this add liquidity allows us to add, let's say, 100 XDC, and we can add, let's say, this much amount. So what it tells us is, in order to maintain the rate of the XDC and BLKZ pool, you would have to add this much. This is because one BLKZ, one XDC gives you 171.583 BLKZ. That is the rate at which it is going. So in order to contribute at the same rate at which it is currently priced in, you would have to enter that input for both of the coins at that rate. So that is the liquidity part. Another thing is farming. Farming gives you an option to enable a particular smart contract that allows you to trade between two coins. So in this case, it's a BLKZ and XUSDT. So USDT is the Tether coin, and XUSDT is the version of the Tether coin which is on the XDC network. And in order to enable this liquidity pool, you'd have to enable contract, which since my wallet has now connected, enable contract would do that. But if I had more funds, then it would actually deploy that contract onto the XDC network, and I could add money to it. And whenever I was able to gain these returns, then I would click on harvest, and I would get that amount of money or those amount of tokens in my wallet. Similar here. And these are the active ones. There are probably more inactive ones currently. Finally, if we go to stake, we can see WXDC and BLKZ. So what staking essentially means is, if you have a proof of stake algorithm, you can add tokens of that particular type, and whenever a new block is created, there's some staking reward that gets created. So that staking reward is then distributed among all of the stakers in proportion to the amount of that coin you have staked on that network. So if there are 100 people and each person has staked 10 coins, then so if there are 100 coins and each person has staked 10 coins, and if a block reward of, let's say, 20 coins is created, then each one will receive 2 coins, because that's the proportion in which everybody has invested. So in order to do that, you would follow a similar procedure to the farms thing, where you would enable the contract, and then the process will take care of itself. So these are the major things that can be done using the XDCSwaps protocol. And if there are any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I hope this video was able to give you a better understanding of the XDCSwaps protocol and the things that can be done using it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.